The word is reification. And what it talks about is there's a problem in the noun structure of English. Do you remember what you were taught about what a noun is when you were in grammar school? In America, we were taught a very specific little mantra. A noun is a person, place, or thing.
Yeah.
And so it's like almost everybody in America will just automatically regurgitate, oh, a noun is a person, place, or thing.
Yeah.
But that's just simply not true. It depends on how you want to define the word thing. See, I would say that in order for something to be a thing, then you have to be able to put it in a bucket. It may be a big bucket, like a mountain is a thing, but if you had a big enough bucket, you could put the mountain in the bucket. But words like these in this reification problem, novelty, science, judgment, compulsion, reality, tragedy, illusion, those are not things.
Yeah.
There is no such thing as love. There's no such thing as knowledge. Those are words, just like the word spoon is a word that refers to this thing on my desk here. And then we have these other words like knowledge and reality, but there is no thing that you can point to and say, there's humility, because it's a word of a different order of reality. It's about relationships between things, not about things themselves. But the problem is, in English, that distinction is lost. And people get into arguments about what democracy is, or what science is, or what truth is, or any of these things. See, if you and I have an argument about my spoon here, I'll bet you any argument you and I have about this spoon, if you and I were both here in the room together with this spoon, we would have no more argument. Because we will be able to resolve that argument by looking at the spoon itself and deciding what makes sense. But if we have an argument about democracy or freedom or the future or economy or any number of thousands and thousands of English words, there's no way to settle the argument because there is no thing for recourse to. Dualism, two-valued logic. We love to divide the world up into two mutually exclusive opposites. Is he a good king or a bad king, Daddy? You hear it all the time. Is it this or that? The word or is the key. They present a choice between two mutually exclusive opposites. It must be one or the other. The problem with this is, and there are some cases where the world really is divided that way, but the problem is they project this dualism out into the world as though the world itself is actually divided into good and bad, or light and dark, or whatever. When in fact, two-valued logic is an aspect of my analysis, not the world itself. The world isn't divided into good and bad people. It's my analysis that goes out there and grabs people and puts them into one box or the other. The world itself isn't divided that way. It's an aspect of the system I use to analyze the world.